These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hey there, I'm Ford Hatchett with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Zebras, camels, turtles, and even a bull all rescued from a property in Rio Verde near Scottsdale, where the Maricopa County Sheriff says they were left in scorching triple-digit heat with no water. Our Adam Klepp back there earlier this weekend, hearing how neighbors alerted authorities and checking in on how those animals are doing now.
There are still 2 camels here on this property that was raided by MCSO, but there's no sign of any other animals here, as the Sheriff's Animal Crimes Unit says they rescued 50 animals from what they're calling heartbreaking conditions. This property is right across the street from Dan Greenup's backyard.
The zebras used to be on this side.
Then this community saw law enforcement swoop in.
I mean, there was like 10 vehicles. It was crazy.
Those vehicles included a rural Metro fire truck, which brought over 2,000 gallons of water. MCSO releasing these photos of the animals.
You know, you see the ribs protruding. It's awful.
And water troughs, which are bone dry.
This is Carmela.
Neighborhood horse owner Brian Foley says with valley highs over 110 degrees, leaving any animal without water is unthinkable.
And they live outside out here. So, yeah, they can't go even a day out here without water in the summer.
Now the water's flowing. The majority of the animals are here in the Sheriff's Animal Safe Haven. Sheriff Jerry Sheridan telling me the Rio Verde rescue is one of the biggest and most bizarre animal seizures in his career.
I would call it his own zoo.
Deputies were working until 4 in the morning, transporting every animal except the 2 camels and a zebra. They became stressed when deputies tried to move them.
And we will check on him every day to make sure that things go well and the animals are well taken care of.
Sheriff Sheridan says they were tipped off by a neighbor.
There was no water or food for the animals. She came by in the morning, still no water, no food.
The case is the latest in a string of animal cruelty and abuse cases brought by MCSO. Sheriff Sheridan says it won't be the last.
We've only just begun, I can tell you that. And so anybody out there that is keeping their animals in unsafe conditions, the sheriff will be knocking on their door.
Sheriff Sheridan says they will be charging the owner of these animals at some point this week. Adam Klepp, ABC15 Arizona.
ABC15 continuing to track wildfires around the state of Arizona. First to the Kirkland fire, burning west of Prescott. The Arizona Department of Forestry and Fire Management says that it was mapped at about 860 acres earlier Sunday morning with a 10% containment. A Hillside man is facing charges after the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office says he drove drunk for several miles on a bare rim, which started that fire. And turning to the north, the Dragon Bravo fire has burned over 116,000 acres with containment now at 12%. Crews say despite low humidity and gusty winds Saturday night, they were able to hold most control lines. On the southwest side, the fire is getting closer to the 2003 Poplar fire burn scar, and firefighters say that may slow growth there, though their concern is the possibility that it could jump lines to the north and moved into unburned fuels. They say they'll be working to strengthen lines in that area. And ABC15 tracking developments Sunday after a man was found dead while crews responded to a brush fire. This happened early this Sunday morning near 15th Avenue and Jefferson. It's still unclear how that man ended up there or how that fire started, but Phoenix detectives are investigating. And uplifting Arizona, 3 Brophy football players are getting recognition for helping to save the life of a woman while on vacation in Michigan. The 3 high schoolers sprang into action when a neighbor asked them to call 911 for a woman having a heart attack. One of their stepdads began CPR, and when he got tired, senior Alex Buggy stepped in to take over. They said they were able to get her pulse back and are being praised as heroes.
Tracking your scorching forecast, I'm meteorologist Justin Haas. We're getting ready for one of the hottest weeks we've seen so far this year. We'll start off our Monday morning in the valley, 87 by 6 o'clock in the morning. Quickly warming into those triple digits by the late morning. By lunch, we're already at 105. 113, that's what we're going for the afternoon, so make sure you're limiting your time outside, drinking plenty of water, and make sure to reapply that sunscreen. Also across the state, waking up to the 60s in Prescott, 70s over there in Kingman, 45 for Flagstaff, 70s, 80s in western Arizona. All across the lower deserts, we've got that extreme heat warning that's in place. We're going to be seeing those temperatures well above 110. Even in parts of the high country, Sedona, Winslow, Kingman, and even Page getting above that 100-degree mark, 88 degrees for Flagstaff. So our heat risk is going to continue to climb into this week as temperatures do as well. We're at major here by Tuesday, extreme by the time we get into the middle and a late part of the week because temperatures are going to go well above 115. We're at 117 for Wednesday, 118 as we get into Thursday, and overnight lows only in the 90s, very mild, and then we'll start to see those temperatures fall back a little bit by next weekend.
For all the latest headlines, weather, traffic, and sports, you can head to abc15.com or download the free ABC 15 mobile app.